hello. This is Cyborg.
And Bumblebee.
And we are here to talk about
Batman Superman World's Finest, issue number 38, which is the first part in the We Are Yesterday crossover event.
With this one, we start off with Bruce Wayne, Clark Kent, and Hal Jordan. Now, they're not two of them are in the same place. One of them is not.
So the issue starts with Hal Jordan test piloting a plane for Bruce, and he is flying around the world. And I think they were saying that, it's a reconnaissance plane.
And it's supposed to be really fast.
And it's able to go across the entire world
within 8 hours.
That's
pretty fast.
So, Hal Jordan's flying around, currently he's over Africa, while Bruce and Clark Kent are in Gotham City. Clark Kent is interviewing or, being a reporter about the situation, and Bruce Wayne is, being Bruce Wayne, billionaire, playboy.
Not philanthropist.
Yeah.
So, yeah, after all that, Hal is like, there is a bright light. Well, no, even before that, sorry. Clark is telling Bruce that Hal does not like to wear his lantern ring whenever he flies.
Oh, yeah, so he's pretty much, Bruce is not worried about anything. He's like, if anything were to happen to the plane, Hal Jordan could just, use his Green Lantern ring to take care of things.
Yeah, no.
But turns out that Hal Jordan doesn't like to wear his Green Lantern ring when he's flying.
Nope.
Because it kills the thrill.
Yeah. So Bruce is like, wait, what?
And, some amazing foreshadowing. As he's flying over Africa, something happens. And the plane's tech starts going haywire.
There's a bright light that shines and it screws up everything, and Hal has to
eject himself from the plane, and the plane
exploded. It
goes kaboom. And Hal Jordan
slowly disappears out of nowhere.
And he lands in Gorilla City.
How convenient. Gorilla City in Africa.
And Gorilla Grodd declares war on the human race.
For no reason. For no apparent reason.
Well,
Grodd
knew that the plane was a spy plane, and he's like, I don't appreciate you doing that.
No, he was going to attack them even before the spy plane came about. We all know this. He don't like humans at all.
Also true.
He was just looking for a way out.
But if the plane hadn't flown over Gorilla City, there probably would not have been a problem, or at least not yet.
Something would have set him off.
Yeah.
He just needed a reason, and Hal gave him a reason.
Yeah. He obviously was the one that took the plane down or messed with the plane, and the plane went kaboom.
Correct.
So
and they took him hostage.
They did. They took Hal Jordan hostage. A little time later, we see that they have recruited the help of Barry Allen, which makes sense because Barry Allen would be the one to know how to deal with Gorilla Grodd because that's his rogue. So Batman, Superman, and the Flash kind of go on a rescue mission. Flash is letting them know what's going on. Apparently they didn't know that Gorilla City was a thing, or no one knew that Gorilla City was a thing.
Yeah.
Only the Flash.
Again, understandable that the Flash would know because Gorilla City, Gorilla Grodd.
Although should not have been an issue because King Solovar is the one that's, was in charge of the city.
But Grodd had overthrown him.
And King Solovar is,
currently locked up.
Well, he's what's the word I'm looking for?
In jail.
Solovar, the Flash and him have an understanding.
So you talk about those two, not him being locked up.
Yeah.
Got it.
So Flash agreed to keep Gorilla City a secret because Soliver asked him to, and
as long as they
Soliver
are not coming into the real world. Well, not the real world.
Yeah.
The other side, and not messing with people.
Exactly.
Gorilla Grodd said, nah, forget all that.
Yeah, so there was an understanding, but then Gorilla Grodd took him, or well, locked him up and kind of took over the city, and now things are kind of
bad.
So
bad.
They enter the city
through Flash's vibrations,
and they are met
with guns and gorillas. Gorillas and guns.
Which, you know, Superman and the Flash
do a little smirk and side eye to each other like, you ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. You ready? Let's go.
They had no problem taking them out, which, you know, it's a little funny, but
I mean,
they're like, we should be fine.
They low levels.
So the Flash takes Batman to the prison so that Batman can go
rescue Hal and also meet up with a special person.
Batman and Flash head off to the prison, leaving Superman by himself. They think he should be fine. It's Superman.
And he was.
No.
He was for a minute. Legit a good minute. And then this big ape looking thing came out of nowhere.
So this was part of the plan, apparently. One of the gorillas was like, you know, this is the plan. We had something special for you, Superman.
Oh yeah.
And lo and behold, they have Titano, which is the chimpanzee that got sent up to space and had some things happen to him, and now he has kryptonite laser eyes.
All he see is green,
which he uses against Superman, and which weakens Superman
to a point where he can't move.
Mm-hmm. On the way back, the Flash locates where Grodd is, and he's kind of sitting in a chair in a lab, but he's not able to get to the chair because there's a force field, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. Batman locates Hal Jordan, and Hal Jordan and King Soliver are in the same cell.
The special guest.
Mm-hmm. And they get to talking, and Batman's like, oh no.
Oh no. Oh yeah.
Batman kind of puts two and two together. Gorilla Grodd's plan was to switch minds with Superman.
And take over his body.
So, yeah, take over Superman's body and use Superman's body to take over the world, because Superman obviously has
the power, the strength.
Yeah.
He's a god.
Superman has a lot of power and abilities that Gorilla Grodd does not.
Yeah.
So he wanted to switch bodies, which he successfully does with the help of, you know, Titano weakening Superman enough for him to be able to do that, or to make that switch.
Correct.
Which, you know, they put two and two together a little too late, and it already happens. And we see Gorilla Grodd is now in Superman's body. And they put Titano to sleep.
And he's about to wreak havoc.
Mm-hmm.
Until the U.S. military shows up.
The French military.
Oh, the French. I am so sorry. The French military shows up.
Or, well, they were speaking French.
The military.
Yes.
I don't know if it's French or what, but the military, okay?
Yes. Whatever military it is, they spoke French.
They got a tank.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say.
But the Flash saves those soldiers from Superman, Gorilla Grodd Superman, from attacking them and taking them out.
Yes.
Meanwhile, they got to figure out how to get the switch to come back.
Wakey, wakey.
So they got to get Titano to wake up.
Arise.
They use Titano to try to weaken Superman, and they're trying to figure out how to do it, but they don't want to kill Superman, obviously.
No, not they. Batman.
Sorry. Batman doesn't want to kill Superman.
He didn't put it on full blast.
Yeah.
But Soliver, he was like, no. If he is going to be in that body, he is a danger to everyone.
Yeah, Grodd needs to go.
Mm-hmm.
So Soliver kind of takes over, and taking control of Titano. Yeah, Titano, and he's like, nah, hit him. hit him with that with those eyes
and hit him hard.
and don't stop.
Don't stop.
They have to come up with a plan, and Batman's like, can we reverse the switch, or how do we get them to switch bodies back?
Can we do a jump start to the body switch?
Yes.
Flash said, I don't know. There is a how much % chance?
1,000,000 to 1 shot.
I like those odds from Batman.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So he goes and grabs Grodd from his chair, which doesn't have the force field around it anymore, which I guess makes sense because he wouldn't need the force field anymore because the switch was made and done.
Yeah.
So he said, nah.
Let's roll.
So he grabs Gorilla Grodd and kind of smashes them together.
And then the switch happened.
Mm-hmm.
And all you hear from Gorilla God is,
damn you.
And then somebody gets punched out of a scene.
Yeah, so Gorilla Grodd is taken under custody along with all of his conspirators that was helping him along. They're back in jail.
Yeah.
Solivar is
King
rightfully
again.
Back in his place.
Batman talks to Solivar saying that
keep an eye on him.
We know that you have an understanding with the Flash. How about the same thing with the Justice League?
Mm-hmm. Also, Gorilla City is now known to the world.
So
it's no longer a secret.
Yeah.
And they are going to try to cure Titano of his kryptonite eyes.
I hope so.
With their advanced technology.
That's going to be bad.
Yeah.
Danger.
So, all's well that ends well, but then.
It's never that simple.
At the end of the issue, we see Gorilla Grodd in his cell, and we see a portal open up.
Right behind them.
And we see
Gorilla Grodd.
Another Gorilla Grodd from the future. And he's like, don't resist. Don't resist.
I remember.
We gonna make this happen. We gonna take over the world. I'm from the future. I'm gonna help you, put into place what we need to get in place so that we can take over the world and get rid of these humans.
And then he reaches inside Gorilla Grodd and brings out anything and everything to help him.
He kind of merges his mind with the Gorilla Grodds, and now it's future Gorilla Grodd or present Gorilla Grodd with the information from future Gorilla Grodd.
I guess.
It's not good.
It's very much not, because that means he has twice the mind power to make things so much worse. So, yeah, not good.
Yeah.
But this was a very good, I almost said episode, a very good
issue. Very interesting.
I did not know he had that type of power to transfer his mind over to somebody else's body. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there has to be certain things in play. He had to weaken Superman enough.
Yeah.
For that to happen, because I'm pretty sure when he tries to take over someone's mind like that or switch minds, they can feel it, and if their mind is strong enough, they can resist it.
Correct.
So that's why he had to weaken Superman enough for him to be able to make that switch without Superman resisting.
But still, very nice. I like that. I would give this a 9 out of 10 because it was pretty cool. The art style was on point. The story so far has been pretty good.
I agree. And this is part 1 of 6 of the We Are Yesterday story that they're doing.
So that means you guys have to go to your local comic book store and grab one to keep up with us. But if by some reason you can't, you can always check out the app.
The DC Infinite app.
Where you can read all of your favorite characters, learn their new power-ups and debuffs, whatever is coming out. And we can have a conversation in the comment section. like, comment, subscribe. Let us know who your favorite character is. We love you guys. Take care. Peace.